Hi, and welcome to GSA Connects. We're here with Lauren Heerschap. She's with Brunton. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. We're delighted to have you. Lauren, can you tell us about Brunton and the work that you guys do, along with, what is the value in partnering so closely with the GSA?
Sure. Yeah, Brunton's a name that I think a lot of geologists know, but perhaps don't know a lot about the background of the company. It's a brand that's been around since 1894 and is rooted in geology. Really, the first pocket transit was invented by a mining geologist and continues to be at the core of our line. We've upgraded a lot of things, but the company is, at the core of it, a company for geologists and really increasingly by geologists. And so we're excited to be part of GSA. I think through the years, through the decades, we've had a presence at GSA meetings, but over the last few years, we've tried to increase that presence, and now we're an organizational partner for GSA. And that goes beyond just the meeting. We're present here at the meeting, but we're also trying to support additional efforts. And for 2021, we stepped that up even further. So we're excited for being here and for what the future holds.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about your story? It's been a big 5 years for you at
Sure.
Brunton.
I first started interacting with GSA, if you can say that, as a graduate student, actually as an undergrad. I went to my first GSA meeting in Denver as an undergrad and became a student member. And then in grad school, I got a graduate grant to assist my fieldwork in Taiwan, and presented my work at GSA, and really that began that story. But then through teaching, I was teaching field geology at Fort Lewis College in Durango, and came up with a new model of transit. Now it's called the Axis, and it was born out of teaching and the desire to have students understand the measurements that they're doing, and to have measurements that are intuitive and efficient and quick and therefore more accurate. And my husband and I literally made the prototypes in our garage and we patented it and then brought that idea to Brunton, and they licensed it and started manufacturing that in 2016. So in 2016, we attended the GSA in Denver, and that was the debut of the Axis, and it was very exciting to have just such a crowded booth the entire time over a new innovation. And so that began this story of helping bring our product to market, and then my husband started working for Brunton as the R&D department. He is the engineer, and I started working at Brunton just this year. So now we're here as employees 5 years later.
It's quite the ride.
Yeah.
Now, coming from, I guess, a corporate perspective, how is it important, would you say, to maintain such strong partnerships, such as the one between Brunton and GSA?
I think it's really important. First of all, I think a lot of people think that Brunton is a humongous company. Really, it's a team of 20 people in Riverton, Wyoming, hand making the world's transits and base plate compasses and other accessories. And we really value what we do. There's a lot of pride in what we do and what we make and who we're making it for. And GSA is just the perfect connection to provide an opportunity for us to give back to the geological community, and also just for us to be present and be able to not only share our new products, but feel connected with the community that really is at the core of our brand.
Indeed. This year, the group really solidified its GSA partnership even further in assisting the GSA's 2021 David Lowell Field Camp Scholarship recipients. Can you tell us more about this work?
Yeah, so for this spring, we provided compro transits for each of the recipients of the scholarship. And that's our lightweight transit that has the same traditional model that everyone is kind of used to, and we engraved their leather cases with their names. And it was really the first sort of go at this concept of supporting the field camp scholarships. Again, field geology and field camps are just so important, not only a passion of mine, but just, again, at the core of what Brunton is and what we're all about. And it's a tangible way to support those scholarships, to get those students equipped for their field camp and then for hopefully future field work. So we hope to continue that well into the future.
Fantastic. Lauren, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thanks for having me.